Hello everyone, my name is Zord and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at LEGO Creator Set number 40650. This is the 150-piece Land Rover Classic Defender. A interesting creator set released in 2023 to go along with the larger, formerly would be a Creator Expert, now in LEGO Icon series, LEGO Land Rover Classic Defender. It's a larger one in a sand green color. This one's in a orangey yellow color. I think it's quite nice. It's obviously a very small build. I believe that it's around a $15 set, which for size and price comparison, you're looking at about double that. For a Speed Champion set, which is an 8-wide set, is about double the pieces. You've got the same amount of minifigures there. You've got a lot less stickers in this case. And that one is 8-wide. This is 6-wide, which I'll show you a little comparison soon of 6-wide and 8-wide, just to give you a size idea for this. But this is more in line with a car that you would see in the LEGO City line, LEGO Friends, any line that is not Speed Champions, that they don't use the 8-wide chassis piece that was introduced in, I believe, 2020, and they've been using it ever since and will continue to into 2024 with the recently revealed Speed Champions sets for the year. This set's got a couple printed pieces right at the front as well as one stickered piece. I thought it was a really fun build to put together. One thing that I absolutely adore with Speed Champions, and one thing that just, for me, I think it's one of the best LEGO themes out there currently, even if at the current point I don't love the car selection, but I know that no matter what, I'll get a really solid building experience. And this one was really no different. Of course, it's half the amount of pieces, but there's some fun techniques used to get the shapes, and just it was a fun build to put together for such a small set. I was quite surprised how good it actually was. So looking at it here, it's not a huge set. Of course, it's 150 pieces, but I think it's an adequate size for the size of it, which made no sense at all. It's a very rectangular shape, so it's using a lot of bricks. Around the back, you've got that. I absolutely love how they did these back bits here. They're attached to those pieces right there with these studs, and it's just a window piece that slides right in, but it's just so even right with the back of it, and it just lines up so perfectly. You're able to fit one minifigure in here, which I'm not going to try to take out because getting it back in was a very difficult task when I first put it in. I'm sure I could have done it a lot easier, but I always got the hands stuck somewhere. I probably could have just taken off the windshield, but I found you sort of need to take off a few things to actually fit the minifigure in there. You've got a bit of trunk space there that I guess you could technically fit another character, but any accessories for your figure, just a steering wheel. The interior is extremely plain. The figure is just sitting right on studs, so of course you could end up trying to take it out and just be left with the torso, head, and hair. The roof is built up with plates as well as larger roof pieces with some racks and other accessories at the top that I guess you could add to. I'm sure most of these pieces are made in the sand green color. If you wanted to take this and make it identical to the Creator Expert version, of course, one issue that will arise attempting to do that is that these pieces at the front are prints. I would say they're pretty required prints. How this front section is built up, which is sort of a nice thing, is it's just attached right there, and it's this front section right here. So the two printed pieces are around the lights. They're printed quite well and match up and line up with the parts as well as you would expect. The printing quality on it is quite good. There's no fading or anything, and overall I think it's done quite well. The one sticker for the set is that grille there with the Land Rover and Defender logo. I do wish that was printed, but it is a sticker. It's not an overly hard sticker to apply, but it is there. They're the printed pieces, 2x2 plates with the stud in the center. So that's the issue that would arise if you were to attempt to take this, the exact same design, and color swap it to the sand green color, is that you wouldn't have those printed elements as they're printed onto the actual color of the car parts instead of just black parts, which of course is what you would want. If you just had these black parts at the top, it would look a bit weird. Yeah, that's just one thing if you were trying to color swap it to be the same as the actual larger set. The lights at the back, I think, are done well. The wheel as well, I think, looks nice. It's a good 6-wide car, and I think it represents what it is attempting to do quite well, and it was a pretty fun building experience. One little flaw I do see right now that I didn't really notice before is you see some normal yellow bricks used there that you can see right here. I'm assuming that's because these pieces don't exist in the color, the orange yellow color, and they had to go with the normal yellow, but you do see it come through the sloped pieces there, which is a little disappointing. And I think the window areas, the mirrors, they're all done quite well. And yeah, so before I go into my final thoughts, I'll show you a bit of a size comparison of other 6-wide cars along with and 8-wide, give you a look at the box, and then give you my final thoughts on it. So for size comparison, here are 2 other Lego cars, a 6-wide one there, that's a promo that released a little while back, as well as the McLaren from this year, one of my favorite Speed Champion sets of the year. 6-wide to 6-wide, of course, it's going to be the same there. It's very similar, of course, with this larger Land Rover. It's taller than the other 6-wide car there, but the other one is quite longer, but you can see the 6-wide size there is quite good, and it stays consistent with other 6-wide cars. If you were to have them in a city space or whatever it might be. The bigger difference here is Speed Champions. Of course, Speed Champions really doesn't fit all that well with other Lego cars size-wise. It won't fit on your roads. It won't fit in your city builds. Usually modulars, you need to stick with that 6-wide system, which I think is a good aspect of this Land Rover set. But of course, with the Speed Champion sets, you really get more detail with those 8-wide sets and are able to create overall better sets. You can just see there with the width, it is quite different, and the overall size is quite different with these 2 widths of Lego cars. And I think it's a I don't think the Land Rover Defender would really fit in the Speed Champions line. Of course, it could be done in an 8-wide fashion. I think it would turn out to be a really nice set, and I wouldn't mind seeing it in the future, but I do think that this 6-wide Land Rover gets the job done and represents the vehicle as well as it could in that size, and I think it does a really good job with 150 pieces, and I'm quite impressed with it. So yeah, just a little size comparison there. Now I'll take a look at the box of that set and then give you my final thoughts. Here is the box of the set. Like many creator sets, the background of the box is extremely plain. You've got the vehicle driving on a road, I guess, with some trees in the background, some mountains. It's a very plain box art, but I believe it presents the vehicle as well as it could. You've got the Land Rover Classic logo in the corner, as well as all the set information on the tires at the top, and an image of different shots of the set you're getting, as well as the larger icons version of the set. And I think it presents the set as well as you would want on this box, and it really fits with all other creator boxes. Not really as much for like a Speed Champions vehicle box, but definitely fits with all other creator sets with their more plain box arts. I think the Land Rover Classic Defender is a really good small class creator set. Of course, you're not going to find this at your Walmart or stores like that. You're going to find it at Lego stores, Lego Shop at Home. And I think it does a good job at representing the car. And I was really surprised with the build experience. I enjoyed it quite a bit more than I thought I would. There are a few things here and there that I see, like that white or that yellow piece shining through there that's not the same as the rest of the car. But other than a few small things like that, I think it's done really well, and I enjoyed putting it together. I would have loved to see that front grille piece be a sticker, or a print, but other than that, I really did enjoy putting this set together, and if you have any interest in it, I'd say pick this one up, maybe not the Creator Expert one. Try this one out, see how you feel about it, and then maybe consider the Creator Expert one. I'm sort of interested that they didn't go and do the sand green one, given that it would match with the larger one, but I think that's fine. Of course, if you were to do the sand green one, it'd probably be expected that you also add all the accessories, which ends up adding more things to the price, and you go from a $15 set to a $25 set, and you don't really get all that much more for it. So overall, I think it's a really good small creator set, and I'd suggest it because I think it's a really good set. Of course, if you have a Speed Champions collection, it's not going to necessarily fit with those unless you're comparing it with the older Speed Champions sets. But in like a Lego City space, I think it's a really nice car, and I was gonna say it would be perfect for like color swaps and that, but unless you just want to make sort of a generic SUV, or I guess technically you could just remove those printed parts and just have plain ones, and it'd probably be alright. But yeah, thank you for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next one.